10 seconds.
Game's on.
That's a great move right there by Avalanche. I think that's
Carl Markowski.
Carl, yeah, he made one of the best moves I've ever seen yesterday. Coming around, he made a great run-through move. There's a great run-through. And you can go to their car wash.
Danny Tiljack up into their car wash too. I mean, or into their wedge. That's pretty much par for the course for them. They get two guys up at that 50. Usually Danny and Carl real quick.
Yep. Well, the thing is, Carl only has to put one guy in actually to go to get a car wash. Right now, that their Imminent Impact, their Dorito guy, the Snake guy.
Avalanche losing a player out of the Snake, so they're down to 6 bodies. Carl scooting across to that tent, and Avalanche getting a player up into the 40 Dorito.
And that was. Are they going to leave him in?
Nope, they pulled Danny Tiljack.
That was actually a good call.
I think so too.
I think he got around pretty clean.
Danny does a good job of selling that stuff.
And you know what? Actually, Carl's glad he got out of there because he probably got both of them. He wouldn't have moved.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if actually Avalanche knows they got in Snake 1 or not right now. Carl's in a good spot. Look for Carl to try and make the jump over to this 50 Dorito, because the 50 Dorito over here is really a money spot.
Well, they've got the 40 Dorito too. They might be able to scoot up to at least maybe directly or using that wedge. It's a pretty easy. I mean, with so many bunkers out here, it's easy to jump from that 40 Dorito to that wedge up to the 50 Dorito.
Yep. It looks like it's 6 on 5 right now. Yep, 5. Avalanche 5 up, and Impact is 6 up. They're both pretty even on spots right now, besides Impact having the Snake.
Yeah, and Snake 1, again, it's hard to consider that anything special. Normally when you're in the Snake, it means you can get up and do some damage easily, but it's so hard to get in an offensive position from Snake 1. Right,
well, the problem right now is that Carl, one of the 40 Dorito or Carl, has got to be watching that cut for him to go to Snake 2. And if you look at Carl, his gun is down. He's looking at the bunker. By the time he gets his guns up and shoots that shot, the guy's already in Snake 2, and it's too late. Where he's sitting right now, there's no reason for him not to have his gun on that lane right there. I think it's a mistake. When you're in a position like that, there's no difference when you putting your gun in the lane and putting your gun against the bunker. So.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to be sitting there, and that's kind of a, hate to say it, but a rookie kind of mistake. If you're going to be showing something, it ought to be your gun, so at least your first reaction can shoot at the guy.
Absolutely.
You see people do that, and I know it's something Dynasty goes over in their clinics, not leading with your head.
Right, absolutely.
Your gun in your head at the same time.
Because if you're going to come out, you're going to get shot in the face. You might as well get shot in the gun, too. At least you're going to get a couple balls off. You might get 1 or 2 balls on the guy.
Yeah, which is why on this pro level, you see a lot of guys where they really legitimately trade with each other.
Oh, that was a good move by Carl Markowski right there.
Referee's going in and checking Carl as he...
Nobody was even shooting at him, I don't think.
Jumps across to that 50 Dorito.
Now look for the Snake guy to pop out the back of the Snake and shoot cross field.
And that's what he's doing right now. See him laying down, putting some pressure on that Carl from Avalanche at the 50 Dorito.
And what the guy at the Dorito for Avalanche doesn't know, if he shoots that crack right there, he will clip the guy in the pack laying in the Snake right there. That's actually, it's a good shot. Not a lot of people know about it.
Just so you guys know, some quick updates. On the JT field, Dynasty Entourage victorious over Miami Devious, and OC Bushwhackers victorious over SE X Factor. So those teams jumping out to a 1-0 lead in the Division 1 and semi-pro games.
Look for Josh Davey. I think he's going to try and get up in this 40 Dorito here to try and get rid of Carl Markowski. Actually, they picked him up. Back corner is actually wrapped on him right now.
And that little Dorito is not a great spot to be.
It's not. I think he was using it as a stepping stone to get across the field, but I think he'd been better off just jumping across the field instead of.
Might be trapped in there right now.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, Edmonton doesn't have they don't have a back corner. If Carl doesn't watch it, that Snake guy will shoot him right in the barrel or the gun. Because with the Doritos, they kind of they don't pay attention as much as they do to. To the angle of the bunker sometimes.
Now, is it a 5-on-5, Chris? I only see 5 Impact players right now. There's definitely 5 Avalanche.
Yes, I believe it is 5-on-5 right now.
Avalanche moving up this Dorito side to the wedge, and the 40 Dorito going to the tent. So Avalanche, again, with 2 players at the 50.
Right. Now, right here, see, Carl, as long as the guy at the tent stays left, Carl can stay right. This is where, experience comes into it. They gotta learn that they can play off each other instead of both looking the same way.
And here in your picture, you're looking at Avalanche's players at the 50 Dorito, the 50 tent, and you can see in the background, there they are again from the Snake cam.
Right. Now this tent guy he can actually Snake too. See, just like I said, you gotta pay attention to that shot.
I can't believe they're letting people get across.
No, the guy at this tent's gonna get shot in the head for sure right here.
Snake 2 putting a lot of pressure on those 50s. Avalanche bumping up to the car wash, but
you know, it didn't do them any good if they aren't locking those lanes down. Steve Carl or the other gentleman's probably been watching that lane for them to get to the snake.
yeah.
But
twice I've talked about how hard it is to get from those
Yeah.
snake 1 to snake 2, and twice
they just slip in there.
the teams have let them do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not that hard to lock the lane off. I think that they just weren't playing off each other very well.
Yeah, especially when you've got 2 guys up on the 50.
Right.
Either one of them can do it.
Absolutely. I'm still looking for Carl to make this move to this wedge. Because if you do get to that wedge, the Aztec actually blocks you out from Snake 2 now. Most people don't realize that. There's a dead spot back there you can sit in, and you can probably shoot 2 or 3 good people from there.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, it's a little scary giving your back away.
Yeah,
Josh
yeah.
Davies into the car wash. Looks like he took a bounce.
Yeah.
So Avalanche has the snake corner balls bunker, the car wash, the wedge on the Dorito side, the 50 tent, and the 50 Dorito. Impact has snake 2. They've got the snake corner balls bunker. They've got the snake Dorito, the car wash, and then that the little stubby.
Oh, Snake 3. Josh Davey coming out the middle. That's a great move right there. He's going to take 2 or 3 out for sure. Now watch
Josh
for
Davies shooting 2
Mayo.
guys, going around.
3. Josh Davey shot 3 people like that.
All 3 on the 50, which, I mean, those are huge
That's right.
eliminations.
Look like it's 2 on 3 right now. Or 2 on 3. Impact. Oh, 2 on 2.
So Impact has players in Snake 1 and the Snake Dorito.
Yep.
Avalanche with players at Snake 1
Oh,
and this
that's-
wedge over here
That's
on the corner.
Looks like Impact's going to lose another player in the Snake.
Yeah, Impact
2 on 1 Avalanche.
Impact didn't know where they were was the problem.
And you know what? When it gets that confusing, you know, you just never know what's going to happen. That's it. Avalanche wins the game.
Avalanche taking it.
That was a good game right there. Wow, what a mess.
Yeah, Impact breaking the game open, but then, I mean, it's amazing that Josh Davies can come across, shoot 3 guys when they're 5 on 5,
Yeah.
and then they still end up down 2 on 2.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that Impact actually capitalized on that like they should have. I think that they, I don't know if he made the hang or not. Actually,
wow.
it doesn't look like Avalanche actually made it back to hang that flag.
Time expired.
Yep.
That's big.
Yeah, that's a big disappointment right there. I'm not sure exactly how close he was.
Well, regardless of how close he was, since this isn't horseshoes or hand grenades, you know, Avalanche, all they can hope for is to win the 3rd game and then play a one-on-one.
Absolutely. You know,
And
that's where it gets exciting. So I'm anxious to see that myself. Actually.
Well, exciting for us, but
Yeah.
you know, when you're the team,
Yeah.
it's a lot. I think 7 on 7, there's a lot more skill involved.
Right.
We're going to see a replay here in the Snake.
This is a great move coming down to the Snake 3 right here. Now I don't know if he should have come up and probably shot all these guys, because if he would have stayed up and just taken as many guys as he could, I think he would actually made the right move. Josh Davey making a great move with the middle. And then it just got crazy from there. People really got to pay attention to who's walking off and who's dying and whatnot. I think it's better for people to stay in their bunkers, cross up until they see what's going on, because otherwise stuff like this happens, you know?
Right. Unless you know, I mean,
Yeah.
and you watch these top teams,
Right.
and everyone gets up and goes, and they
Right.
finish it, and they make it look so easy because they've got that advantage. But that's because they know exactly where guys are.